Hey, it's Carrie. I have not received my eye primer yet, so I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and use my Rosewater as a setting agent for my eyeshadow today. I have the Addiction Palette number 2 with me. These colors are mostly grays and black, and there's one dark brown. I've got my deluxe brush, which can do almost anything, and I might even dip into my Moodstruck mineral pigment in Corrupted, which is like black, because I'm thinking I would like to go with a smoky eye look today. So I'm gonna start, and this is just kind of my little way of doing it, but I was doing it where you actually mix the Rosewater and the pigment, I mean the shadow in your palm, but I found that I kept getting the shadow palette wet, and then it wasn't performing as well. So what I'm going to do is use the Rosewater on my eyes. So I'm just going to spray a little on my finger like so. Now I've already put BB Flawless, so I have a bit of a base, and it's just gonna get a little wet. I'm gonna do one eye at a time for the sake of keeping it wet. So I'm gonna start with Hopeless, because ordinarily I like to have my top lid lighter color. So I tend to be a little nervous about putting darker colors down there. So I'm going to start with the Hopeless, which is this little gray right there at the end. And then I'm going to use Perplexed, which is the light gray. I'm doing a good job of showing you. This is Perplexed right here. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to add the darker colors later because I get nervous. So I'm going to use Perplexed on my brow. It's a little darker than the Hopeless. Just gonna do that up on there, and I'm going for Peppy next, which is that it's a matte black. Now the Peppy, when I do this, yeah, I'm not gonna need to use the pigment I was talking about because Peppy's got it covered. It doesn't appear to be a black as much as it appears to be like a deep gray, which is great. Oh, and I'm gonna throw a little Rosewater underneath. This is a trick I do to draw. I'm out of concealer. My neighbor needed some desperately, and it was on back order, so I sold her mine. So I have no concealer. So I'm gonna put it underneath my lid to draw attention away from my black circles. And that is also gonna make it look much smokier. So I'm just, gonna fill it in and maybe even bring it into the corner here. I'm not gonna dip it in again because I have so much color on here. I can just, I'm gonna blow it off a little bit and try to gather. I'm gonna go with Romantic, which is this like silvery tone. I'm gonna put that in the corner here in the front, which will blend nicely and also keep me from looking like I got punched in the face. Might even throw Blissful, which is almost like a very light coppery gold. Throw that in there too. Just blend it all. Okay, so right now it's looking pretty one-dimensional. So I'm gonna take the Romantic again, this one, and bring it up the top. Lighten that up a little. On second thought, I am gonna go ahead and try the Corrupted. It's very dark. See if I can make that, give it some dimension in here. Not that it matters. I mean, you don't have to have dimension. You could just have like pow-pow. But I do like to have some different shades to give, well, for lack of a better word, dimension. Okay, so that helps a little. I could do a better job blending it though. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and just blend it out here. Blend it up, because we don't want my eyes to look like they're sagging, and we don't want it to look like my head got beaten. And I'm gonna bring this in here and lighten this up a bit. Now, fortunately, I still have some of my my BB cream on here, so it can blend that out for me without... Watch this trick. This is a trick that you may have heard of. Your mom probably taught you this in a way that you didn't want to learn it. But I have to get that silver off my head. Okay, so now, Lord willing, okay, so now I have my black liner. This color is called Perfect, and it's this long because I use it constantly. So, and I can't wait to get my liquid liner in the mail so I can do that in this case, because what I'm going to want to do here is get a little bit of use out of this here. Really amp up the thickness on the outside of this line. And I'm going to wing it out. When in doubt, wing it out. Oh, girl! Who's Egyptian today? Okay, so I just pulled a king tut right on you, and here we are. I am officially... Man, I just took that right to the nines, didn't I? Okay. Well, that's it. I'm going to add mascara and move on with my day, but I've done it. I mean, I could probably fix it a little bit, but other than that, that's all I got to do. One more amp. There.